What's up, good people, and welcome to another Morning Money Motivation. I hope you are doing extremely well, and if not, I hope that we can change that in the coming moments. Today, we want to talk about the topic of knowing yourself and how knowing yourself can really help you, in your finances, can really help you in your health and your freedom. Oftentimes we hear people say, you must know thyself. You must know who you are to do X, Y, and Z. And, it's kind of easier said than done a lot of times. And it's not always easy. Knowing yourself is not always easy. It's one of those things that does oftentimes come with a lot of growth and a lot of painful growth. Really finding out who you are in life. Because early on in life, a lot of who we are is based on our family structure and our environment, as well as our communities, the communities we live in, and the things that we are taught to believe. So starting there, everything that you kind of go through really shapes who you are and shapes the way that you believe, shapes what you believe, and shapes how we conduct ourselves every day throughout our lives. And especially if we are still in those environments and we're unable to get out of those environments for any period of time and see something different than what we are used to seeing, or do something different than what we're used to doing. And not saying that those things don't change. We as people, we evolve and we change all the time, or we should be able to evolve and change and adapt to situations, because that is a part of our survival as human beings. So, I'm not saying that there's this fixed person that you have to be all the time. What I'm saying is that when you are aware of yourself and aware of what you're capable of, it puts you in a position to be able to move throughout situations and make those decisions to change and, conquer whatever is coming before you easier. We really can get in a place where we don't know who we are, and we kind of just adapt certain behaviors, whether that be in our finances, in our health, and just in what we believe. We adapt those behaviors, and they really determine the trajectory of our lives in a lot of ways. So it's really, I guess that is the first thing that you can kind of look at when you're thinking about, knowing yourself in any capacity, is to really take a look at your environment and take a look at what things are shaping who you are. We can be in situations where the things that we're exposed to are really strong, or have a really strong, polar pull for us. And, the people we may be around may really have really strong dynamic personalities that really, push us in one direction or the other. But it's very important that we are able to, look at that and look at those situations and begin to shape our lives, or shape ourselves, or really mold ourselves into who we want to be or who we want to become. And, oftentimes some people don't really know, we don't really know who we want to be, oftentimes. And that's a hard thing too. So I have a confession. I remember as a young adult really searching for who I was. And, when I think back on that, I think about how many, young people go through that. I think about, how prevalent that is as your early development, when you're really just trying on so many different things that, may not be who you really are, but you're trying them on to try to figure out, where you kind of reside or who you are, trying to figure out yourself. Because I think it does lead to, your confidence, in a lot of areas. Your confidence with money, your confidence with people, your health. It really does stem from you knowing your place in whatever situation that you're in. It really does stem from you knowing yourself. You really have to find the things that give you peace and joy and happiness, and really strive for those things, and strive for those in a way that is definitely healthy or helpful for you, because that does matter. That does matter. And I say that because I know a lot of times we may strive to do things that may not be the healthiest things for us, and that meaning it may not be the healthiest thing for our mental state. It may not be the healthiest things for our bodies, or our financial situations, what have you. So we we do need to make sure that the things that we are striving for, even if they are very appealing to us, make sure that those things are things that are going to be beneficial for us in those areas, because those are the areas that do lead to, our freedoms and lead to that feeling of being free and being alive and being able to cope and weather whatever comes your way. Because life does throw you curveballs. Life does, throw us things that are not pleasant and throw us things that, we're not prepared for sometimes. So, to weather those things, we do want to be able to have those moments of feeling good about, who we are as a person. We as people always have to be conscious of what we're capable of and how much we're able to take. And I say that loosely because, as we go through things, oftentimes we find that, we're more capable, or we can handle more than we think sometimes. Sometimes it does take adversity. Unfortunately, it does take adversities to get you to that point of really breaking and understanding what you're capable of, and understanding, how far you can go with things and what your breaking points are. Those sometimes can be the most learning moments, or the moments of great learning and great growth. I just want to say too, if you are in a state right now where you feel like you don't know who you are, you don't know, enough about yourself that way, and you're really searching for something that really, gives your life meaning and gives you, that completeness in life, I want you to know that you are not alone in that, and that you will get there if you keep striving and keep putting your best energy forward in the things that you're doing. You will get to a point where you start to understand and unravel those mysteries about yourself and your life. And, it's a great thing. And I want to just offer encouragement that way for those who may be at that point. Let's take a moment and get into some affirmations. All right, let's begin. I welcome the understanding of who I am. I am comfortable with myself. I welcome the understanding of who I am. I am comfortable with myself. You can use these throughout your day or whenever to further open yourself up to knowing who you are and being receptive to who you are. I hope this has been helpful for someone. And until we talk again, I wish you health, wealth, and freedom.